How's it going, guys? Welcome to the first video in the second season at Everton. I really enjoyed the first season, finished third, obviously qualifying to the Champions League through doing that, and we're very successful in the Premier League. I think we could have done better in the Europa League, getting knocked out by Fiorentina. But if you haven't seen the first season and just randomly watching this, please check out the first season. I really appreciate your thoughts on it. But as we normally do on my saves, we go through the ins and the outs at the beginning of the season, and I'm going to go through the main exits to save a little bit of time. Pablo Aimar went out of free transfer. Stephen Naismith went to West Ham for 6 million. You know, he's a good player, but he just wasn't in my plans, for the future. But he is a good player on Football Manager, there's no doubt about that. Gareth Barry went to West Brom for 775,000, really good player, but he wasn't, a part of the future for me, and it's as simple as that. Tim Howard went to West Ham. Rob Ells went to Nottingham Forest for 425,000. He's a young goalkeeper. Christopher Adieu, I think that's how you say his name, went to Nottingham Forest on loan. He's like one of these guys that, he's a hot prospect, put it that way, 17, built like a heavyweight boxer, and, the stats were going to get better and better and better, and he's just, he's going to be like a Matic / Torre, maybe not with the attacking aspects of Torre, but the physical aspects and, the way he could control a midfield through that, definitely. Already he could play at a certain level as a 17-year-old. Look at his stats. So I'm going to be, keeping a close eye on how he does at Nottingham Forest, that's for sure. James McCarthy is probably the biggest exit at the transfer window for us. He went to Arsenal for 16.25 million. No offence to James McCarthy, but he didn't play well for me at all. He didn't really contribute that much. Obviously he did, because I wouldn't have played him. But, his overall rating, if you're going to look at the ratings and everything like that, some people look into them more than others. But he had a 6.78 rating in the Premier League, over 31 games. Oh, he's young, Curtis, give him more of a chance. But, it's not like I'm going to be at Everton for so many years. I want instant success, instant, a better average rating, put it that way, 6.78 just wasn't cutting it. So we moved him on and brought in someone better, and trust me, they will be there. So that really concludes the exits. We had some youngsters going out on loan. Connor Hunt went to Sheffield United for 70,000. But let's go through the ins now. Mertens from Napoli for 11.25 million. I am a huge fan of the Belgian players, and really I started taking notice of the Belgian national squad when we got Lukaku, when he was like 17. And I just kept a close eye on the national squad, noticed the prospects they had, and it just blows me away how well they may play in the Euros in less than 2 years' time. With the squad they've got. In fact, I'll just click onto them now. Just look at the talent they've got. It's just insane. Eden Hazard, Morales, Witsel, Dembele, Vermaelen, Courtois, Mignolet. He's a good goalkeeper. Fair enough, he's not playing the best at the moment. But Golan, Vertonghen, Suarez, who was a good youngster, Kevin De Bruyne. This is, this team. Or should I say this national squad could go on to dominate football, and people might laugh at me thinking that, but if you look at the squad they've got, they could well do that if they're managed correctly. So I'm a huge fan of the Belgian players, and Mertens will fit in well. We needed a player in that position, and I think we've got a decent buy there, and he's been performing really good so far. Fellaini for 5.5 million, bargain in my opinion. Fellaini is one of the all-time greats for me on Football Manager and on FIFA. The guy is just a beast. Look at that hair. I mean, God's sake, you got to respect that hair, you know. And really interesting to see how he will play under Van Gaal as the season goes on, and you know, if he stays at Man United and everything like that. I think the guy's just a beast, you know. Under Moyes, he weren't being played in his correct position, so people like not having a go at him, but you know, it's fair to say if you looked on your Twitter timeline, people weren't too friendly towards Fellaini, and you know, you got to feel sorry for players when they're not played in their position, you know, or in the way they're comfortable with. But you know, Fellaini is a ball-winning midfielder or as a box-to-box midfielder. He's just a beast. His physical and mental attributes are up there for me, and that's what I want. You know, a work rate is really important to me, and a high natural fitness and stamina, you know, is up there all the time. So for Lady, that's why he's always performed well for me. So 5.5 million, thank you very much. We got a free transfer, Berisha from Viking, youngster he is, about 21. He actually looks like a guy from the MMA world, because I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts. Looks like a guy called Lee Murray, who's actually in prison at the moment for taking part in a huge heist. But you know, he's 21. His stats will get better, and you can't go wrong getting him for free. We've got a guy from Real Madrid, a goalkeeper, Fernando Pacheco, I don't know how you want to say his name. And look at this guy, 23-year-old, which is really young for a goalkeeper. And look at those stats, this guy is going to be really good. He performs best as a sweep keeper. We've got a great bargain there, put it that way. Frederick Sorensen from Juventus for free, coming to the end of his contract obviously. And we got him on a really good contract as well for the next 3 years, really cheap, only on like 6.75 thousand a week. And he's just got a lot of potential, so great bargain again. And the big transfer, Schneiderlin from Southampton. Schneiderlin on Football Manager, I think it was 2013. You know, I had started a save for Southampton. In 2 years, we ended up winning the Europa League, qualifying for the Champions League, and you know, doing really well. I ended up going to Bayern Munich, and Schneiderlin was actually just insane for me as a box-to-box midfielder. Unreal, talented, could tackle, could pass, could do everything I wanted him to do. And if Southampton can keep him, you know, they'll do well, because this guy is just so talented. So he is what I wanted from James McCarthy. And basically, if you look at what we sold McCarthy for and what we bought Schneiderlin for, you know, we basically did a little swap there, and I'm very happy with that swap, you know. So overall, you know, these transfers over the moon with, and I've been rattling on, talking about this a little bit too much, but these are some of my favourite transfers I've ever done on Football Manager, so I'm really happy with it. We're going to go to the schedule. I'm going to show you the games we've already played. In pre-season, we started off with a 5-1 win against Wrexham, and then we had a 3-1 win against Valencia, really happy with that. And then we had an unfortunate 4-2 loss against the German team Cologne, if you want to say it that way. Took off certain players at half time and tried a few things out, just didn't work out. And then we had a 3-2 defeat against our rivals, Fiorentina, who knocked us out of the Europa League last season. Close game, but I was happy with the players' performance despite the loss. Then we had a 3-3 draw against the Everton under-18s. I was expecting it. I was testing things out with certain players, and you know, I was actually really impressed with the under-18s and a few players there. And then we had a 2-1 win against us there. Mertens and Morales scoring, the Belgians. And then we started off the season with a 5-4 win against Swansea. It's a crazy game. Berisha actually had to come on late on to score the winner, and to win the first game of the season like that was epic, you know. But we should have done better keeping hold of the lead we already had. We were winning 4-0 at one point, so pretty crazy. That would have definitely have been first on match of the day, put it that way. And then we had a 4-2 win against Manchester United, completely just attacking. We were insane against Man United in that game, and I was very happy with it, put it that way. And then we had a 2-1 win against QPR. Oh, QPR, what am I on about? Against Watford. Mertens and Morales. I'm just watching something on the TV at the moment. The sound's off and it's got QPR up. Mertens and Morales for the goals again. And then we started off our Champions League campaign against Olympiacos, winning 1-0, Mertens scoring there. Real Madrid actually won their game against Leverkusen. So they've got 3 points. I'm going to show you the Premier League table. Competitions. So yeah, from 3 games, got 9 points. Arsenal and Tottenham have also won their first 3 games. They've also won 9 points. So the goal is to finish in the top 4. See what we can do in the competitions. Hopefully we can improve from last season in the FA Cup and the Capital One Cup. That's what I want to do. In the Champions League, I want to get out of the group stage and see what we can do there. Okay, so we're going to be playing against Aston Villa today. A game which we should win, but I think we drew or something we had a 3-0 defeat against Aston Villa when we played them last season. So we need to get revenge for that. Okay, let me just look at the team they're playing. Sorry if this video is going to be a bit long. But I want to start doing longer videos and just talk a little bit more. Maybe bore you a little bit more, but yeah, they've actually got a decent squad. Flaw is always going to be a problem as a beast. We're actually thinking about buying him in the first season, in fact. Okay, Dele Alli. So we've got a few injuries there. Gibson, Fellaini, Bacic as well. All could play in central and midfield. So we'll be keeping it how it is really. Dele Alli, who we signed last season, is coming in. He had a really successful loan at MK Dons, scoring 11 goals for 31 games and 11 assists. So he did well there on his loan, which I thought he would do. So I'm going to keep it like that and hopefully get another 3 points. But yeah, I was going to say what you guys have been thinking about the Premier League. Okay, your team selection is off a little bit. Are you confident of kick-off? Yeah. Time marking on Benteke. Yeah, what are you thinking about the Premier League so far? Chelsea, I'm a Chelsea fan, if you didn't know. I'm really happy with the way we've been playing. We had a draw against Southampton the other day. But Southampton have been playing well, so it was a good draw for me as a fan. Man United have resurrected themselves. Some people won't like me saying this because I'm a Chelsea fan. Chelsea supporters, but it's actually nice seeing Man United win for some reason. I don't know why. Saying that as a Chelsea fan, but like Lukaku 1-0, nice start. I love that competitive thing in the Premier League. I like it when certain teams win and then you're thinking, oh God, will they lose? With nail biting at the end of the season. That's what football's all about. And it was pretty sad seeing Man United, with Moyes and after Ferguson's departure, and obviously if Chelsea ahead of them, I'm happy. Anyway, Baines to Ali, Mertens, Lukaku, hit the bar there. So we started off this match really positive. Team ratings. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Neil Warnock got sacked by Crystal Palace. To be honest, I like Neil Warnock, but I'm really surprised him getting hired for Crystal Palace. I was thinking, this is an interesting one. As I speak, or as I do this video, there's all these rumours about Pardew being in talks with Crystal Palace, which surprises me. It's like, why would he leave Newcastle? I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but Newcastle, it seems to be pretty chaotic, always in the news for the wrong reasons, for the owner and everything like that. It's a great club, is Newcastle. I love their fans. You know, their fans are insane and really intense about their football club and their city, and I respect them for that. Okay, Benteke picks it up, but Schneiderlin concedes a free kick, and we've conceded we've conceded a lot of goals from free kicks. Vlar steps up, and he smashes it over. God. You know, so I'm thinking, you know, if Crystal Palace sign, or shall I say, just, you know, recruit him, they give him apparently they're going to give him a 4-year deal. You know, even if they did get relegated, I think Pardew would get him up again, because he's a talented manager, in my opinion, is Pardew. Intelligent guy. He shows a lot of passion as well. I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, he got in trouble for headbutting someone. I don't know if it was a Hull player or a Hull staff member, I don't know. You know, I like Pardew though, I think he's a good guy. Anyway, we concede against Aston Villa. He's actually been playing really well as well, so we need to be careful here. I'm going to change things up a little bit here. Right, let's go to the overview. Right, Ross Barkley, he's looking knackered. Right, use Etu as an impact sub. I'm going to put 2 forwards. That's to be played as a false 9. Let's have a little look here. No good. Right, right, let's go back to team talk. Yeah, I'm not happy with performance. Let's take it from there. Right, Stones to Baines, Mertens. Nice ball towards Lukaku there. Yeah, a bit off there that was. Right, 53 minutes, 55. Struggling in the midfield, Westwood. Good save there by Valdez. I thought Coleman conceded a penalty there. Or he was going to get like a red card because he's on a yellow card. But Valdez with a goal kick. Oh no. Good job, he skied that there. Right, 70 minutes. I don't have to go for the win or... See, okay, I'm going to make some changes here. Lukaku for Berisha. He likes to play as a false 9. And Mertens isn't having the best game either. Alright, 80. Looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw here, you know. They've got a corner. Stones gets away. Can Baines do something here? I don't know if he can pick out a pass, but he does towards Etsu. Can he hold it up? No. Sanchez to Westwood. Quant, yeah, Baines intercepts it there. Berisha. Oh, that's not going to anyone. Valar collects it. Who had a great World Cup. Sanchez. Oh god, Kane. And his own beer. Got a Bongle Hall. Sissoko. Good tackle there by Coleman. Okay, it's full time. Bit of a boring game there, but you know. We should be winning that anyway. So anyway, from the first 4 games, we got 10 points. I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching this video, guys. We've got Newcastle next in the Capital One Cup. Hopefully we can beat them. So thanks for watching and take care.